Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by talking about their films, of course, or their theme parks, their merchandising, programs, whatever the case may be. So, for this time around, I'm going to be reviewing the film titled This Doggy Themed Film, as you would call it. And I just thought I'd just do this since why not? Yeah, one of those really old Disney films, which I haven't reviewed in a while, come to think about it. Anyway, of course, as usual, let's talk about the plot, shall we? So here we go. We do get to see this woman, and she's pretty happy with this dog that she has. So, of course, there's an adventure to be had here. But yeah, the thing is that a dog does eventually end up having puppies, and she hopes that one of the pups becoming a champion one day. But at the vet, her husband, let's just say, is talked into letting her, let's just say, have a talk and whatnot. The thing is that, um, yeah, let's just say there's some bit of a complication here when you think about it, because of course there has to be some sort of there's kind of drama in some ways. I guess even though this is supposed to be like a comedy and whatnot. But yeah, these husband and wife had this dog, of course, which you have to take care of. So yeah, there are gonna be some funny gags throughout the entire film and whatnot. And this is definitely a film that you can see that it was intended for a dog lover. The dogs, the puppies, of course, gonna be precious. They just look adorable. The actors and actresses do their part to make this, I guess, believable in the sense of what they were trying to do, of course. But yeah, it's something to get used to because there's so many animals in the house. So there's that going on, obviously. I was never a dog person, really. I don't hate them, but I still managed to enjoy this film anyway. I do have a cat, so anyway. But that didn't stop me from enjoying this film for what it's worth. I can see what they were trying to do. This couple, I guess you can say, in a lot of ways, are just trying to make the most out of life. Yeah, okay. This is not exactly my cup of tea, really, like at all. But still. Like I was saying, I can see what they were trying to aim for and whatnot. It does have its moments through the entire thing. And yeah, you say that, yeah, okay, it's cheesy, sure. But Walt Disney didn't seem to mind making cheesy movies, anyways. He knew, he was aware. But a lot of Disney films always had an animal of some kind anyway, to begin with. And yes, of course, this is no exception. This is supposed to be one of those wholesome films as well, when you think about it. Yeah, there's a lot of memorable scenes in this movie, but I'm not going to get into it really because obviously I don't want to spoil anything on what this movie is about, of course. And for what it's worth, I can say it's enjoyable, of course. It's not too bad. And a lot of people seem to like this film anyway. I mean, okay, it might be dated, like it's a little cheesy, sure, but it's all in all pretty good. I can say that this is definitely a live action film. I'm gonna talk about. It's been something I've been meaning to do anyway. Of course. I mean, yeah, okay, it may not be something that's a work of art, sure. It's pretty harmless when you think about it. It's very harmless. There's nothing, people get mad about, at least it's shown anyway. The plot itself is pretty simplistic. It's very straightforward. And yes, of course, the film itself does have lots of silliness. It's goofy, a lot of humor. And if this is your cup of tea and animals is your thing, then I can say that definitely check this out. If this sounds like something you would watch, either with your friends, family, or just on your own. It's on Disney Plus, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. Which I'm probably just gonna buy the DVD copy of this film anyway, in the physical. media. And yes, I know there's a whole debate when it comes to streaming services versus owning the physical copy, but I don't want to get into that here because that's not really the point of the video. But it is a good topic though. So, anyway, as for the acting goes, the acting here is pretty decent, I guess you can say. You can point out the fact that they kind of ham it up, I guess. A little hammy, sure. But I'm not complaining too much in regards of that because it goes along with the story and the tone and whatnot. So it does make sense in the way it was doing. And yeah, there's a certain charm to the older Disney films when it comes to live action stuff. And yes, I know they don't make these movies like they used to. When it comes to live action stuff nowadays, it just yes, they do feel lacking. And yes, I'm not the only person that said that kind of a thing. A lot of people said that the more modern live action Disney stuff they don't feel the same. Which yes, I will agree. So yeah, folks, that's another reason as to why I want to do this anyway. Because yes, in retrospect, I do in a lot of ways do miss the old Disney films, the live action stuff. I mean, and I would say I said the animated stuff, but that kind of depends which one you're talking about. Anyway, moreover, going back to this film is that I didn't mind it. It did what it was supposed to. It did its job, and it succeeded in what its intentions were. So in that regard, I can't really complain too much really because it did what it's supposed to. So I guess props for that. I guess, but hey, it's all good, I suppose. The music that was provided for this film, the way it was composed, does suit in the overall tone of the movie. And again, in that regard, I got nothing to complain about really. Yeah, no, judging from the looks of the cars, the designs of the clothing, and whatnot, you can obviously tell that this was released like ages ago, which I'm fine with really, because it definitely tells you that this was made in an era, well, the Disney movies were different compared to now. Uh, But maybe just me, I guess, I suppose. I do remember that. The style of everything, that way it was produced and whatnot. But it is what it is, I guess. So there you have it. So it's actually on my to-do list. And so yeah, because I've been meaning to review this for a good while. Can't get it off. There you go. I know it's technically a notebook, but I'm calling it a to-do list anyway because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. I mean quite a bit. Anyway, I'll give this film an overall rating of a 7.010. It gets a 7.010 from me. So of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later.